column. Okay. Now, yesterday we have started out with the recipes and like transformations, like how to create the transformations for each recipe. Today we will see like what are the advanced features which is available while creating the transformation and while creating the aggregation, right? So that particular thing will be seen today. Okay. So I'm taking instead of opportunity, let me take account here. Okay. I need it from only Salesforce object. So I'm taking it from Salesforce object. Okay. So this is the account. But it is always not recommended if already we had account in our recipes. It is not a best practice. Even though if we have the account, right, we should not import it again until unless it is really required. Okay. Why? Because we are going to run the same table twice or multiple times when we are adding it again and again. So it's better to create it once and start using it. Okay. Mm, so let me explain about the transforms. We have seen most of the functions, but I don't think we have seen few other functions like hmm, okay, here we have account type, right? So for example, I'm using the custom formula here. Okay, when you use the custom formula, there you can see the lot of functions which has been available for us to transform our data. Okay, like these are all string function, these are all numeric functions, and these are all date functions, right? And this is a multi-value function, and this is a some additional functions which has been available for us. Okay, so let me show you like why we are using case here. Okay, suppose if you are thinking you need to bucket the account type, right, or change any name. Okay, so the time what you can do is just you can select the case statement from here. It will give you the complete syntax like how the case statement should be used. Okay, or else if you know the syntax already, we can start writing it. Okay, case when account type. Okay. I'm taking the account type. Account type. This is the column name. Here is the function and this is a column name. So for which column we need, just when you click this plus button, it will be appearing here in this advanced function window. Okay. So I'm just writing one case statement where case when type equal to customer. Okay. Then change that to equal to customer. Then I need to call it call that as an customer details. Okay. Else I'm going to refer the same column. Okay. Here I'm saying it as n. So this is the case syntax here. Okay. Now simple case syntax. Likewise, we can generate any number of case statements. Okay. Like based on our requirements. So account type detail. And here we need to provide the AP name. AP name is moving. Account type detail. Yeah. Actually, this is it. Okay, once you're done, you just need to click on apply. Okay, so this particular case statement generated another field where it shows the where it shows customers as customer details and rest others as it is. Okay, so this is how you use this function, and now you have now you can see there is a number column which has been empty. Okay, suppose if you think you need to populate a value for this, and you know there are some columns which can give the values for it already. Okay, we can use that particular column and get the number column here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to generate one value for this column. Okay, how to generate a value? So we can use this callsec function. Okay, And here, I know this need to be generating any number column, right? So what I'm trying to do, just checking we have any number column already. Okay, we have SIC code as a number column. Okay, just using this. I'm using SIC code, and if there is no SIC code, I need to generate it as 0. Okay. Now output type I have selected as number. Here the precision is actually before the decimal. How much numbers I need before the decimal. The maximum I could give is 18 in Salesforce. Like more than 18 is not possible. If I'm giving something like 20, it will error out immediately. Okay. So maximum is 18. And for decimals, like suppose if I'm giving 10, and for decimal, normally we used to give 2, but it depends on you. Like even if you want to give a scale a 6, you can provide it. Okay. And this is the new column. It will generate as a new column. Okay. Great. So is compatible with this software. Okay. It is generating a string data type. Okay, that is not a number column. Okay. What I did is I try to convert this right as a number column, but what is happening is that is not a number column which I'm trying to use. That is a text column. So actually we need to use the perfect number column from here. Once we use that, then it should. Okay, so I took the number of employees. That is a perfect number column. So what it does is, if you see for this field, you are having null values previously, right? But if you see, there are some values which has been generated, okay, from the number of employees column. Likewise, if we are having any column and you know like what is the column we need to use, then we can change those columns by using the callcheck function. That is why this callcheck functions has been used. Okay. And we can see some other functions like string functions. So the string function upper lower, the basic functions we have which we have seen already, but we don't want to see that, but we can see other functions, something like concat, ltrim, trim function we have already seen, replace we have seen, title. Okay, these all things we have mostly seen. Okay. mm, so we'll see about the substring. Okay, few of the functions, substring, and okay, we can see about concat. Okay, if you are not aware of concat, what it can do is it can concat two different fields. Okay, suppose if I want to concat account name and account type. Okay, so what I can do is from here I can select the account name and just click on this plus button. Likewise, I can select the account type and click this plus button and click on OK. Okay, so now the output type is again text, and this is a new formula which is going to generate. But if you can see, we are able to concat two different fields now. Okay, on his account type and formula, but it is not clear. So, so what we can do is like we can give one space between the account type and name, so it will be clear. So which is coming from name and type, or if you want to add a hyphen, then you can split it and add a hyphen here. Okay. So when you do that, then you will get an output like this. Okay. See, if you see, the first part which is coming is name, the second part is type. Who is this customer and what is this type? Okay. That is how we do this. And I think this is all about the text functions. Okay. Let us move on to something which we can do from this. Okay. Power this I think everyone must have known. This is all seal, round, floor, log, power, and square root and truncate number. If any like what for example, These are the some number functions which we use. Okay, now number of employees is there, and I have only one this measure column here. I guess I think I saw the amount column also, but it is not available. Yeah, we have actual revenue, right? We can use this. Okay, we can use this actual revenue. Suppose if you want to use ABS function, okay, and just select ABS from here, and ABS is nothing but it returns us the absolute values. Okay, mm, that is why we use ABS. Suppose if there is any values and if it is containing null values, and if it is displaying like a null value, then it will be converted to zero, right? And negative values you have, all those negative values will be converted to positive values. But here I don't think we are having negative values, but what we can do, we can create one more formula, okay, and then we can try to use ABS, okay. Mm, so here is an annual revenue, okay. So what we will do, annual revenue, mm, just say annual revenue into -1, okay. So again we need it as a number. So what happens now, the annual revenue will be converted to the minus value since I'm multiplying by -1. Okay. So now what we can do is, now again we can go to the functions, and now you can check with the ABS. Okay. We can use the ABS. ABS is normally which gives the absolute values. Okay. So and we need to use this new field which has been created. Okay. Account type formula. Type formula. Okay. Mm, This is the field which we need to use. Okay, now select it as a number and click on apply. Okay, now what happens now? All our minus values should not show the minus values, it should show the positive values. Okay, it is showing the positive values now. See, I did not use anything. I'm just going to use the absolute and giving the formula. Okay, this will be more important when we are using the compare, like when we are comparing two different data sets or data source from different databases. In some places we will get negative values, in some places we will get positive values, but the always the user should see the positive values, right? And we need to show, if it is a sales, we will try to show the positive values. During that time we can use this absolute function and convert all the negative values to positive values by using a single click. Okay, and what else we have uh, in the custom formula? Okay, this should be enough, but everything is self-explanatory other than that, right? Other than that, what I can show here is, mm, other than that, seal, log, floor, square root, truncate number is self-explanatory. We can move to date functions now. Okay, so what this date function do is like now, okay, if you want the current date, okay, to be displayed in the system, just click on this function and then give a name, uh, date and time. Okay, and format, you can select any format from here. Whichever format you want to display, you can select it from here. And here you can say date now. Okay, it means that it is going to give us the current date. Okay, date now. Click on apply. Okay. So whenever the system is run, right, it will give us the current date. See, it is giving us the current date and time. Okay. Whenever the system is running, but it will give in like I said, it will give the timings in GMT. Okay. That's why I can see it is 5:25. Yeah. That's why it is showing 5:25, I guess. Because it is giving the time zone is set to GMT. Okay. And this is the date function, how you can create a now field. And there are some other date functions also. Okay. For example, if you want to calculate what is a month between one particular date and another date, so what you can do is you can just pass on two different dates here. Okay. Mm, do we have date function here? Okay. So the time taken between the opportunity created and now, okay, till now, how much days it has been, how much months it has been taken to complete the opportunity. Okay, during we can use that now function, like I said. mm, what you can do is just pass this function here, and it is asking for round off, like how we need to round off. So just giving us two, and here it's going to give us the difference, right? How do we want the difference to be calculated? Again, I'm giving us number. I think there is some error. In from manual expression, okay, the expression is not matching. Okay, so what we will do? We will take. Okay, we'll see the first difference between last module. Yeah, there is some error. Let us see what is it. Okay, I think the values which I gave is not matching. Okay, so now doesn't have, it's showing everything as zero. It means that created date and last modified date, there is no much difference. So we'll use that now function. Now I think we might get the differences for the dates in months. It means it is giving -4. It means date is created on today, or is the created date. Okay. Uh, it is on 17/10/2022. So ideally, it is saying it took 4 months. Okay, all the months between the created date and current date is it's already 4 months. Okay, so if you want to use this kind of function, we can use this. And one more thing is, for example, if you are using the day of a month, okay, it will give you the what is the day for the current month. Okay, just you need to pass the date function here. And we need to select it as text. Mm, okay, the output type is number, so just change it to number. Okay. So which day in a month this particular opportunity has been created, right? That particular information can be, it is a 17th day. Okay, so that is how it gives you the date and time. And there is one more important function like which we use regularly, that is date difference. Okay, what is the date diff? Where we need to give the end date and start date. Okay, so let me give the created date and date now. So for same column, like how it is going to generate a result. Okay, let us see this. Okay. Now you will be able to see some differences in dates. Okay, see, it's almost 116 days from the opportunity created to till now. Okay, so this gives you this information. Okay, this is all about this, but some of the functions you yourself can go and explore and see. Okay, instead of explaining each and everything, right? uh, you can just explore few of the functions, so it will be easier for you whenever you are creating some functions, and you can usually identify like why we are creating this function. Okay, so now let us come back. Right now I have used accounts. Okay, now I need to join this transformation node with the opportunity. Okay, so while I need to join account with opportunity, this is reverse of this. Okay, so I'm just joining account and opportunity here. Okay. Okay, I'm selecting the same fields, but in join, it is same. Okay, we are just going to join using account ID. But one thing which I'm going to do is I need to select lookup multiple value. Okay, and I need to change the name here, opportunity, and I'm using lookup multiple values. Why I'm using lookup multiple values is there are one account which can have multiple opportunity. For example, like I explained yesterday, Coca-Cola is one particular account, right? But it can have multiple vending machine which can be kept inside the Infosys campus. But everything is considered into account. But each and everything, like see the campus which we have in Electronic City, or the campus which we have in Whitefield, everything is considered as Infosys, right? But the account might account is single account, but there might be 10 to 15 opportunities created for a single account. Okay, it means one account can have multiple opportunities. Okay, so for example, this is the particular account which we have. That account can have multiple of this account, or this is the account, or Brooklyn 125 INC, or Motron 128. Like these kind of accounts can have multiple opportunities to create at each other. So until we select lookup multiple values, we are not going to get multiple values. Okay. For example, let me explain you in an Excel. Okay, simple way. Uh, okay, so we'll see the account. Okay, account ID and account name and opportunity. Okay, now opportunity amount and sales amount. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the single this multi-value look up multiple values checkbox. Okay, if I'm not using this, like my how my account ID will represent. Okay, 1023. Okay, just I'm taking the account as 1023. I'm filling the series and account name as you can copy it from here. Pepsi Infosys. Okay. Mm, An opportunity ID is of T121124. Okay, likewise here the account will be same. Okay, but opportunities are different. Okay, if you see the account ID is same, but opportunities are different. Okay. Mm, Let me insert some gaps so it will give a clear idea. Okay. So opportunity amount as 25K. Likewise, we have 35. This will be 45, 50, and 65. Okay. So I don't think we need this. We'll delete this. And what should be the sales amount? Sales amount, I will keep it as same because normally opportunity amount and sales amount will be same. So what I'm doing is now, previously what we did is we did a reverse. Okay. Previously what we did is we took the account ID and we matched it with the account from opportunity. Okay, this is this is account and this is opportunity. Okay. So what we did is like we took the opportunity. This is because since it is a child and this is a parent, we took the opportunity and we have joined it with account. So likewise, we were not able to get all the records. Okay. Now what we are doing is now taking the account and we are trying to join with opportunity. Okay. Normally, without using simple without using this lookup multiple values, if you are trying to generate the output, okay. So what is the output you will get? I will tell you. Okay, this is the account ID. This will be the account name, and when we are joining account with opportunity. Okay, joining account with opportunity. Account name. See, these are all the fields again. Okay, so now what will be your output is this. Okay, and for 1023, it will generate only this. Okay. Mm, so for 1024, this will be your output. Okay. Mm, It means that you can see you are missing one row from account and one row from opportunity, which is the second row. And likewise, you are missing all the two rows from the like opportunity because it is trying to join 1023. It is able to find out the join. So it is giving the result out of it. Likewise, it is trying to find out 1024. It is able to find 1024, but it is giving the result out of it. What happened to these two rows and this particular row? Why it has been missed in our data? Because we did not use this lookup multiple values. Okay, so that's why what happened is the system does not know there are multiple values in opportunity for one account. Okay, that's why it picks the first account and it displays also the data. Okay, but normally when we use, okay, when we use lookup multiple values, okay, what happens, like how our output will be. Okay, so when we use lookup, okay, use lookup, uh, what will be our output? Okay, but even though it is going to give us only two rows, but how it is going to display, right? That is uh actually that will be a important thing. So what it will do is it will add this two values and it will give us the opportunity amount. Okay. mm, 25 plus 35, which will be around 60,000. Okay. mm, and this is again 60,000. So what will be the value for this? It will sum all these three things, okay, which is 16,500, 165,000. Likewise, it is same for this. Okay. So even though we are not getting all the four rows, which is required, all the five rows, right, which is required, but our output will be equivalent to the output which we get from here, even though we are not using this, right? But also our output will be quite same as this is. Okay. So that is why when we are joining the parent with child, or when we know there are multiple values in the B table, it is always recommended to use the multi-value functions. Okay, so this is how you use the multi-value join here. Okay, and you have used the multi-value join. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to create an aggregation out of it. Okay. What I need to aggregate is I don't need all these fields. I just need these fields. Okay. So it will be easy for my business to identify the values. So I'm going to aggregate it on sum of opportunity amount. Okay. Likewise, I'm going to aggregate the sum of annual revenue. Okay. And I need the unique of opportunities, how much unique opportunities I have. So that is the one. I'm taking the unique of opportunities. Likewise, I need the unique of account ID also. Okay. And on what do I need to group the rows? Right. There are account name and I want to group it on opportunity name. Okay. We don't have opportunity name. At least we can group it on opportunity stage. The opportunity stage is not the. Let me type stage. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check here whether I have selected that field from here. The stage name is already available.
Hello.
And I need to. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, you were not audible. So
Okay, okay. No, no. I was checking for the column actually. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm. Why it is not coming up here? Name only the date columns. Okay, let me see whether I need to. We have opportunity dot stage. Yeah, most of the columns are coming from account. Let us take opportunity here. It will be a breakup on opportunity close date here. Okay. Just click on apply. So this is ideally what we are trying to do is like we are taking from account type, account source, and creating an aggregation on sum of amount, sum of annual revenue with unique of account ID and opportunity ID. Okay. And um, what we can do now is we can just register this node as an output node. Okay. We have joined account and update. Okay, account and update data set. I'm just giving the data set name, and here I'm giving the sales. Okay. Yeah, that is it. The data set has been created. And one more thing is, we haven't tried creating an aggregate for this. Okay, suppose if you want to add a filter, what we can do is just click here, go to filter. Okay, and filter should be always initially added at the should be added at the beginning of the any of the transformation, because uh, when we add at the beginning, it will give us some like runtime. It will reduce the runtime. Okay, instead of adding at the end, if you're adding at the beginning, it will normally reduce our runtime. Okay, so that's why it's always a better practice to add a filter at the beginning. Okay, and what we can do is we can delete this node since we are using the filter. Okay, and connect this node. So what happens is now it will just create an data set for opportunity only for the stage which is in closed last and close one, which is in closed last and close one. Okay, so this data set will have data only for this. Okay, likewise filter can be also added. Okay, there is one more transformation which we need to go over. That is, see, the aggregate here, like I explained previously, the aggregate here is very powerful. You know, right? There are 1,500 rows which is there in the system. But instead of having 1,500 rows, but if you are going to build a dashboard only with these columns, then actually this uh, 10 to 15 rows is enough to give the same output which the 1,500 rows is going to give us. And it will reduce the runtime of the data recipe, and dashboard runtime will be very faster. It can run in seconds. Okay, that is a main advantage of using aggregate functions. Okay, and there is two things I did not explain yet. One is discovery predict. This we will see whenever we are working on discovery part. Discovery is a complete another tool which gives us the predictions, AI models. So based out of it, we can predict the discovery outputs. Likewise, one more thing I did not explain is two things which I did not explain. One is append and another one is update. Okay. So actually, when we are creating data sets and dashboard classes, I will be explaining about append and update. So normally I will explain you what is append and what is update is. For example, append, if you are getting data from different sources and your data source is same as the other data source which you are getting from either Oracle or Teradata, then what we can do is, if or even the Salesforce object is generating the same output, then also we can use the append. Okay. An update is like, you will get a value for the column at some point. Okay. But what you can do is you can create a column with an empty values. For example, in the transform node, right? For example, if there is a sales value, okay, and it is a number column, and you know that that particular column, we need to pull it from different source, and we know we are going to use it in the later part of our transformation, then we can make it as 0 for now, and you can give the column name, and you can select the values also here. Okay, like sales value. Hmm. Okay, it means that you are going to generate the value at the end, but initially you are making it as 0. Okay, so what it does is this field will have 0 values. Okay, but in future there we can write an update transformation uh, to fill up these values. Okay, I will show you, like this is having 0 now. Okay, but when we are working on other things, like let me explain you about this also, like how to update this particular value. Okay, it is pretty straightforward. We just need to give the join conditions and we need to update the values. Okay, mm, so yeah, that's it about the recipes. Okay, so if you have any doubts, let me know. From tomorrow we can work on dashboard sessions. Okay. But this is like in depth about the recipes. Okay, these are all the major concepts which we are going to handle when we are going to create the recipe. Okay, so Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we can close the session and we can work on tomorrow. Right? Is there any questions you would like to know? Okay,
Hi
fine.
Anand.
Yeah,
Actually, uh, there are too many outputs in screen. So, is this the correct way to
yeah.
create
That
a?
is, yeah. That is the advantage of the recipe, right? Because we can use one recipe to generate multiple outputs from this recipe. Okay, we don't want to create multiple recipes, right? For creating one data set, one recipe can give us multiple data sets, right? It means like
Yeah, yeah,
at one place we can generate multiple outputs. So normally this is the best practice, right? Suppose you are going to use the same object again and again instead of see this is what I explained at the beginning. I will not create an opportunity object again. Okay. Instead, what I will do, this just to explain you, I have created. I have one opportunity already, right? What I will do, I will just delete this. Okay, I will directly join from here to here and connect it. Okay, and just apply. So what happens is same input node which gives me data for another output also, right? It means it is going to run only once, but we are going to generate output of it many times. So what it will happen if you are not generating output in the same recipe? If you are if you are creating a different recipes altogether, there will be n number of recipes, right? You don't know why you created the recipe at one particular time. And the main disadvantage of creating multiple recipes is you cannot run multiple recipes at the same times. Only one recipe we can run in a production. Only if after it completed, we need to run this other one, right? But to load one data set, we need to wait for one recipe to complete. Likewise, think about the project, right? There might be n number of data sets which we need to run. So there are more number of recipes means then that's a particularly there will be a problem, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we are creating everything in a same recipe. Like if it is dependent on one particular data sets or one particular model, if you are going in, it's always recommended to use one recipe to create multiple data sets. Yeah. Anyone else who has any questions? Okay, fine then. I think data flows I'm not going to explain because this one it is going to be decommissioned by end of this year. I mean year, right? Already all the data flows they are converting to recipes. Okay. So instead of like I will take one session, a small session about this. What is this? But I don't think you guys will get a chance to work on data flows because already many of the companies has been migrating to recipes, whatever data flows they had by end of this year they might not have data flow at all. Okay, that is a plan from Salesforce. So if you guys still need data flows, I can take one small session about it. Okay, what is your opinion on that? You can just tell me your opinion so that either if you want to take we can go ahead and take that, otherwise we can move on to dashboards. I need answer at least for
Sure,
this.
sure,
Mhm.
sure, Anand, bro.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and we can not in brief. Just want to know what is the data flow, how it's going to work.
Okay, fine. So any others? At least speak for this, please.
Yeah, yeah. Small introduction is enough.
Okay. Yeah, fine then. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll have an introduction tomorrow. Like, I think you guys would like to know about that also. Even I need to explain that, but even you're not going to use. So I thought I will introduce it, but it's okay. Yeah, I will explain about that and we can jump through the lenses and dashboard. Those sessions will be very interactive because at least you will get to see like some charts and widgets. It will be with good look and feel. So it will be good for you. Okay. So If there is nothing, then we can close the session and we can continue tomorrow. Okay. But just work on this. Like I will give some task today. Please work on that. Okay. Tomorrow I would like to see. So anyone else who has created or recipes who would like to show in this class, in this session, can show me like what you have done. So whether we
Yes,
can validate
Anand,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anand, actually, I have one doubt. I have
Hmm.
hided these columns here. So how to unhide the columns?
Here,
Yeah,
right?
here only. That one
Yeah.
only I
If
used.
you hide, then you need to click it again. Click on this
Oh,
column if you're hiding it,
mm,
right? And you need to
mm.
re-click it. It will be coming
Okay,
automatically.
okay. Fine, fine, got it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So anyone else who would like to show the recipes which you have created? I think Suganya, you had some doubt, right?
Yes, Anand, I have done it again, so I got it right. You
Okay.
want me to show that?
Yeah, if you would like to show, you can go ahead and show like what you have done and explain to
Okay.
others also, right? Like what you have done. So, but one thing is, I need everyone to complete it. Okay, just post your photo. Like whoever is completing, I will give you a voucher for a certification. Okay, and freedoms for the certification. But whoever is not completing, I'm not going to give you the freedoms. You need to study everything and write the certification exam. Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and share your screen. I will make you as a host. Yeah, I made you as a host. You can go ahead and share yours.
Okay.
Okay, I will stop recording. Okay, I don't think we need a recording in
Okay.
this. Okay, so then we'll close the session today. We'll have any question and answers we can discuss here.